some of the most recent factors that we've seen coming out of COVID have resulted in the highest level of job satisfaction that they've ever seen in that time. And I thought that's definitely worth talking about because there's some lessons learned in there.
Yeah, the article hit a few gems in there. And, before we say we've arrived at an end goal, I think it's important to be a realist and say, even though employees are the happiest they've ever been since recent history, it doesn't mean that they are the happiest that they could be. And here at Jumpstart, we want to help more people get excited about Monday than Friday, and that means helping people love their jobs. And we work with groups that have team members that don't quite love their job, don't quite love the climate and the culture. But this article is a good sign. It's a good step. It means we're trending in the right direction. And so, what are some of the things that you saw that stood out to you about how we're trending?
Sure thing. I'd say first is to note that about two-thirds of all employees surveyed actually responded that they were satisfied overall with their work. And that's a pretty staggering number because if you look at everything that has happened over the past few years, it's been tough for people just in life and work. But it should be no surprise that employees with a hybrid or remote work are actually of a segment that's reporting greater satisfaction. And I'm going to pause there simply because we've talked about over many episodes, Joey, that I think it was Facebook actually who did an analysis and said that their on-site workers were actually higher performing. Do you remember that one?
I do remember that. Yeah.
And so to me, I'm thinking, okay, we have kind of these two spaces. We have workers who are on site who are being rated as higher performing, but then we have survey data that says your employees are happier if they're hybrid or working remote. So to me, that says, okay, if I'm an employer and I'm looking to take this data and do something meaningful with it, that I need to figure out where is that happy medium? Because if you
hmm
have highly satisfied and high performing employees, that's the secret sauce.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree because that's what we aim for, right? We want that healthy middle ground where people are properly challenged, there's growth, there's opportunities to make an impact, and that is the tension that we wrestle with day in and day out when we think about building great culture.